I know how to eat a shot of glass. That's what Jeff Bell and friend. All right, ready? Okay, hang on. All right, ready. Welcome to Cold Ones. I'm your host, Anything for Views. Joined for me today is my co-host, Max Mofo.
Hello, everybody. I'm the co-host, Max Mofo.
That's awesome. Sweet. Before we introduce our guest today, very special guest, by the way. Before we introduce our guest, we have some sponsors that paid for our grog. Today's sponsor, as always, is Cool Shirts. Head over to Cool Shirts, shirts with a Z.cool, and use code COLDONES for 10% off your order. New release is still live. I don't know if we've sold out after the last episode. Probably not. There's a lot of boxes. They're even in this office. Check it out. Peep the new shirt.
Little skull boy, and the jacket and the shirt, right? Both new. Epic.
And also, our another sponsor for today is Wix. I don't know what our referral code is. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be Cold Ones too for some sort of discount. We'll get to that ad read later. Anyway, today's special guest is, I'd say, an old school YouTuber. Over 10 mil subs, so he's got some clout. Funny videos and a close. They do suck. And a close dear friend of ours, almost second longest YouTube friend. HowToBasic.
Egg.
Welcome to the show, bro.
Thanks, bro.
He's f***ing talking, bro.
I didn't know you had a voice.
Dog.
This is gonna be so fucking weird.
Listen, bro, you've been hanging out with him for 2 weeks. You're gonna have to take the lead on this one.
We're drinking Cruisers because this is his favorite drink. It just tastes like sugar, but it will get you drunk, I guess. Like 4.6%.
It's lolly water.
Yeah, it tastes like fucking just sugar.
I'm gonna throw up tonight.
But yeah, thanks for coming in. You've been making videos on YouTube, I hear.
Yes.
For how long?
I think it's probably about 6 years or so.
Surely longer than 6 years, right?
About six.
Did you have a channel before HowToBasic?
No.
Everyone's gonna be in the comments like looking for it now.
And why did you start making videos?
I don't know. I guess I was always a fan of like watching YouTubers and whatnot. So one day I was like, oh, I'll make my own channel kind of thing.
What YouTubers? RuneScape channels?
Yes. It's probably just RuneScape channels. I know Shane Dawson.
Okay,
Shay Carl.
Let's use his interest for Shane Dawson to get Shane Dawson on this podcast.
Hey,
maybe?
lit. I don't know. I said a lot of mean things to Shane. I don't think he'll ever come on.
Yeah.
I really sever connections with a lot of people.
We also had that whole segment about fucking nutting on his cat with the robot segment thing.
Yeah, that ain't happening. Why did you upload on YouTube? Like, why? What was the thought process?
I don't know. I guess it was just always something that interested me, making videos and whatnot.
Because going back, I
you
remember...
were in school.
Yeah.
And you were making videos.
Yeah, I was in school.
High school.
Yeah, I was in high school. I think I was 16 or 17.
Yeah.
I think. Something like that.
Any of your classmates interested in that? Or your teachers?
I was trying to keep it secret for a while, but I think a few of my friends basically just told people that I did it. A lot of the teachers were like interested and whatnot.
And this is when you had how many subs?
Couple of 100,000, I'd say, something like that.
Couple hundred. That's not...
Couple 100,000, yeah.
It's not a low amount.
Because I think it kind of like kicked off.
Well, that's way bigger back then as well. Because obviously, like we've said before, 1 million is the new 100,000 nowadays.
Wasn't there a point where you uploaded like 60 videos a day? What was the story behind that?
I think the mindset was that I would, if I have 1,000 videos and each of them get 1 view a day, then I'll be on, 1,000 views a day. So I was like, all right, I'm going to just upload as many as I can. So I think in one day, I made about like 90, I think. I uploaded 90 videos and it was just really short ones, like how to kick a wall, how to egg.
Pick up an umbrella.
Yeah, how to pick up that was the first one. How to pick up an umbrella. And then, I uploaded like 90 and it went nowhere and nothing happened for a while.
I remember the first How to Basic meme I saw, I think I've mentioned on the podcast, was the how to pick up a Pepsi Max can.
Yeah.
And it was on 4chan at the time, and it was all over 4chan. It was just a meme, and it was your comment section. It was like, someone asked, does this work on regular Pepsi? And you just replied with no.
Yeah.
What was like the progression from doing those short ideas and then developing like a bigger storyline to it, or making them more complicated?
Well, yeah, so I made like 90 really short videos, and then I think I did how to blow up an egg, which was the first time using an egg, I believe. And I uploaded that, and I guess because it was food related, I think it was posted on Funny Junk. I think even today it's still like one of the most highest rated like posts on there or something like that.
That's fucking disgusting, cunt.
I got phlegmy throat from the cruises, bro.
But yeah, anyway, so yeah, I think I woke up one day and because of the food related video like went really big, so I was like, oh, okay, I can move on to do like recipes and food related like parody videos.
So you were like, there's no need to increase quality while you were just shitting out these small videos until there was like an interest in it, and you were like,
exactly.
I'll do more or try to make it bigger or better.
Yeah, because basically the short ones just went nowhere. Nothing really happened.
Because like nowadays, you've gone back to making it look like it's a full cooking video, mostly for like the first half. While that's like only a recent development. Like you haven't really been doing that very long.
Yeah. Now it's really like a lot of time put into like making it look like it's real. Because every time I upload a video, I'm basically thinking of the people that don't know what the channel is.
It's all about tricking the people who get the recommended video or are actually looking for the how to make something.
I just love the thought of people like stumbling across it and then like being shocked.
Well, you want to waste their time more.
Yeah, basically.
and that
better video
the
retention,
line.
bro.
But that walks the line of what is okay to do on YouTube.
Oh yeah,
because you've run into trouble with that before. Like with YouTube being like, you shouldn't really be doing this, or like this is.
Oh yeah, I've had like heaps of issues, especially with like the thumbnails as well. I had my YouTube network at the time say that I have to go through and delete all the thumbnails, and it has to actually be like a still from the video, because they were cracking down on that apparently, which turned out to be bullshit.
And that was just going to destroy your channel.
That was just going to.
And that was based on one rep saying that to you, and that would have destroyed like your life.
Still with that network?
I'm not with that network anymore.
Okay, good.
They were pretty good though, bro.
Can we say what network that was?
Full Screen.
Full Screen sucks.
Yeah.
Didn't Full Screen owe you money for ages as
I
well?
was also with Full Screen. I think all networks are horse shit.
Yeah.
Networks obviously play a role like for people, but a lot of the time they're not really giving you enough for how much they take. Like
unless you're
5
like
10% or
top
whatever.
of the top, then I don't think they do anything. They just take the revenue.
The network, like this channel's with, like they do a lot for the channel. And they take a very, very small percent as kind of like, for me, I feel like it's insurance, because like this is alcohol related content. So if we ever do anything,
well, you can bargain with them though if you're big enough.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But like I know a lot of small, especially in the old days, people would sign with channels and they would give them like complete bullshit deals, like, oh, you have to stay with us for 6 years, which I don't think
happened to PewDiePie, didn't it?
I think so. And I think they had perpetuity contracts which didn't stand up in court, which is basically like we own your channel forever. Like and you're on this, and people are stuck on like 30-40% that a network.
A network will come to you and pitch the idea of like, oh, we'll get you brand deals and stuff like that, and they never fucking do ever. Like I said, the people we're with they're doing well so far, but how long until they stop caring about me? Who knows? Could be a week, could be forever.
But speaking of Full Screen, that is how we met.
Yes, it was, yes. I tried to scam him.
He tried to scam me.
I did.
With a link to join Full Screen.
Oh, this was the referral program they had, right?
Basically, they had Full Screen had a referral where if you get someone over 100,000 subscribers, I think they gave you like a couple $1,000s or something. So I remember I emailed you at first, because I think I looked you up and you went with the network. And then
you're out there just looking to make money from anyone.
You fucking greaseball.
So I emailed him saying
it was some copy paste shit.
Yeah, I think you probably still have it, don't you?
I'll probably be able to fish it out. It was just like,
it was.
Hi, I'm so grateful to be with the network. Like you should too. Here's all the awesome features that Full Screen could provide for you. I don't think there was any mention of like, if you use this thing, like I'll get anything. It was just like this super.
It was definitely
click here and sign here, and it's great. I just want to spread the news because it's so good, and I want to put out.
When you sent him that, did you know he lived in the same city as you?
Oh, I don't think so. Oh, maybe potentially. God, this was a long.
Yeah, I added you on Skype.
Yeah,
like you said from that email or something.
Yeah, I think you thought it was like they hacked or something. Like you thought I was.
Oh yeah, because
something was going on. So you're like, add me on Skype and we'll talk.
And surprisingly, you just got on Skype and spoke to me on voice, like immediately.
All over the idea of a $2,000 signing bonus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can remember the tiers on if you went to the Full Screen, just like the web the login for creators, they had all the tiers. It was like, yeah, 1,000 subscribers. Someone with 1,000 subscribers, you get them, you get this much, blah, 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 up to 1 million maybe?
I think
Maybe it was a cap, or 100,000 was a cap.
100,000,
Yeah, but there was like 4 or 5 different things, and it was like incentive to just fucking like blanket suck as many other creators for their benefit.
Did you sign with full screen?
Not from that, I don't think.
I think I
Oh,
did.
You did.
But I don't
Eventually,
think I used your thing. No,
I think you
wait,
did
no.
eventually, didn't you?
We discussed. I think we discussed and then split the money.
We did, yeah.
I think
got-
I was
yeah,
like,
I remember-
I'll
yeah.
do it. But I know.
I remember hearing this, but I didn't know if it was with someone else or it was you two.
And did you sucker anyone else with that you care to
I
share?
think I tried to scam a few suckers, but I don't think it went very far.
Scam a few
Yeah, no, I
suckers.
don't think it went very far.
And wait, how many subs did you have then?
Oh, God.
Probably a mil-
Really?
probably
Yeah,
a
about
million.
mil. I'd say about a mil.
I prank called your dad.
Oh, my uncle, I think.
I think it was your dad and your uncle. I denied of or something.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no,
Yeah.
yeah, I was away. I think I was in Sydney.
Yeah.
And then we got on a call, and then
You guys met
Cool.
just after I left Perth.
I can't even think of what the
Because
timeline was like.
I remember when you guys started like talking to each other, you were messaging me like, yeah, HowToBasic's coming to my house. Let's talk about that.
Oh, that's a good story.
Let's talk about that, please.
Have you spoken about it before?
I have. That's the one story I was saying before, which I gave away, like kind of age,
Yeah.
because you're a few years younger than me.
Yeah, so basically, Max said that he wanted to hang out, and I think
I didn't want to molest him or anything.
Yeah, I think I was about.
But that's
12
what your
at the-
parents
I was
might
like
have
12 at the
thought.
time, wasn't I, or something?
Fuck off.
Oh, you like 20 or something? It was weird. I was quite young. I'd say probably about 16, 17, I guess. And then
It's about 16, I think.
yeah, about 16. And then I told my parents that, oh yeah, I'm going to go hang out with my new friend Max. And I told them that he was a 40-year-old man. I don't know why I did that. I think it was
As a
just trying to
joke.
as a joke around.
And then you
But they,
couldn't take it back.
yeah, I couldn't take it back because they just literally refused, saying that I could not go. And then I think you got on the phone with my dad. I was like, oh no, he's around my age, blah, 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 blah. And then you got on the phone with my dad. And again, I still think I wasn't able to go because I was taking my computer with me as well, I think.
And did you tell him that we were going to film a video or something?
I don't think so.
Oh, you were just like, I
think
met
was-
this guy on the
I met
internet and
this
I
guy
want to hang
online,
out.
yeah.
And your parents are
40-year-old.
pretty like conservative. Is that the right word? Is that the right word, Scott? Is that a
I
good
think
word?
I wouldn't say they're conservative, but they're just like typical parents.
They're normal
Like, I think
parents.
they're just like
They're not.
they're like
They're
it's
normal.
a stereotypical. What you'd say is like a
I think
American
I think
family.
any parent to a 16-year-old saying, "I met this guy through emails. I'm gonna go
like
visit him."
yeah,
I gotta go
married
visit him.
parents, married parents where your mother likes to cook a fucking roast every Sunday,
yeah.
sort of thing.
Dad always offers you a beer.
Dad offering the beers, his dad fixing the ceiling fan, you know.
Such a dad. Such a dad. Every time you come over, Chad, mate, can I get you a beer? Of course, 100%. I don't want to say your dad's name, but 100%.
His name's Paul.
Paul, I'd love a beer. And your mum's like, can I make you a sandwich? Trisha?
Trisha Paytas.
No.
Can I get you something to eat,
With her
Chad?
titties.
They're all fucky. Her nipples are like up
nipples are
here,
fucked.
bro.
They look like sandbags. Can we get her on the podcast? Not anymore, probably.
I would fuck her.
No, you wouldn't.
No, definitely wouldn't.
I think I saw her Twitter yesterday, and she was talking about how she's got like a rotting pussy or something. Legit, she said that on Twitter.
What? She said my pussy's rotting.
Yeah, something like
What?
that.
Like she was going to get it cleaned out?
Someone
or-
like, oh, go to this website to see my rotting pussy. She did. She did.
I can smell her through the fucking pictures she posts, man. She did like a video where she did a naked mukbang on Pornhub, and I was like, I can smell her through my monitor.
You smelled the fucking. What was she eating?
Pizza, just greasy pizza, like pepperoni pizza.
Greasy pizza and fucking rotting pussy.
Yeah, I can smell her fucking box through the monitor, bro. It
The
stank.
future is here. The future is now.
Smell-o-vision.
Oh, make one of those memes where it says fucking 1990. In the future, we'll have flying cars, and then 2019, rotting pussy and pizza. That's disgusting. I hate this. Can we change topic? Ooh, a Tinder match.
Better get myself cleaned up. Max?
Chad! Ah! How long have you been here for, man?
I literally have your scrotal blood on my face. I think I'll be asking the questions around here. For starters, why are you still cutting your cock and balls with kitchen scissors? When I got you the Manscaped Lawn Mower 2.0 for your birthday.
What's the difference?
Has this happened to you? Does your scrotal blood stain the walls of your bathroom or bedroom? Well, no more. With the Manscaped Lawnmower 2.0, you can have a hassle-free shave that won't nick or snag your nuts. In the market for more than just an electric shaver? Try their invigorating body wash. With a unique formula designed specifically for high activity and total body cleansing, it will have your nuts and the rest of your body smelling and tasting better than ever. So head on over to manscaped.com and use code COLDONES for 20% off your order. That's manscaped.com, code COLDONES, 20% off.
How did we meet?
I can't remember.
Through me, obviously.
Yeah, through Max, I think.
Yeah,
Was it
I remember the
party?
first night we met. I went to your mate's place for a party. Was it the one with the kid? That mate. And I hopped out of the car, and the first thing you said to me was, "I'm HowToBasic," and I
You
was
just said that to him.
Yeah, no, that's what he said to me, and I didn't believe you for the whole night, and I didn't believe you for the next 2 times I met you until we were actually
Do
filming.
you believe
with
him now?
I don't know. Are you HowToBasic?
No.
Do that. Eh.
He kind of looks like Dr. Disrespect, bro.
How'd you get so fat?
I lived with you.
That was fun.
That sucked. It was
I
hell.
was never there.
It was hell. We lived out in the middle of nowhere.
I was right near the beach. That was
It was
sweet.
not near
It
the
was
beach,
nice.
but it was still like hours away from anything else. It was cheap.
Yeah.
You were never there.
I think I went through stages where I was there a lot, and then other times I just
Yeah, there was like a stage where you were there for a month and then you weren't there.
yeah. I'd be hanging out with Trisha, my mum.
Yeah, you'd be hanging out with your mum. You'd rather go home and sleep with his mum than sleep at the fucking house he pays rent for in his $10,000 bed.
Is that the one where you killed all the goldfish and drowned them?
Yes, that's it.
That was awful.
We fucking
Apparently, you can drown fish. You can drown fish, and I had no idea.
He was coming to
PAX.
You're coming to PAX with
PAX,
us,
yeah.
and we left the house. We were late for the airport already, but we're just gonna make it. We're going to your house. We get to Max's house, which was like 20, 30 minutes away from ours, and he goes, because we had to keep filling up the pond because it was leaking,
Yeah.
and he was like, I think I left the hose on.
Yeah. I couldn't remember if I left it on or not because we had to like fill it up otherwise.
Yeah.
the fish would die.
That entire trip, you were like,
Yes.
no, I think I turned it off. No, it might be on.
Yeah.
I was like, I think everyone came to the conclusion that no, you
Was it-
probably did turn it off.
We were there
And
for like
no,
5
you
days.
did not.
It was 5 days of the water just constantly
Running.
filling up the fish pond.
It was the backyard wasn't even that flooded, but all the
Oh,
fish
no, it
were
wasn't.
dead.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I imagine like while we were away that I'd come back and the house would be flooded and there'll be water everywhere. But we came back, walked outside, the hose was running. But
Like the
it just soaked in.
lawn was like pretty deep with water, but it wasn't like
Little groovy.
fucky.
Yeah, you'd think it'd be like a cool like extension for the fish to get
Yeah.
to swim out, but they were just
But no,
dead.
they were all just dead, upside down, floating,
And I said-
inflated with like gas and shit.
I said, "Can you get him out of the pond?" And he puts the shovel
Should
in.
have used them in a video.
He fucking he
Oh.
scoops a dead goldfish out and flicks it up into the roof.
I think it
Just
exploded or
exploded
something.
it.
That was so fun.
That's disgusting.
That is
That was
nice.
fun.
They probably look like Trisha's pussy.
Yeah, but apparently, yeah, with the fish, they if you're changed, because I googled it, I was like, how are they all dead? I don't get it. And it's if you change the water quality too quickly. Like apparently, when you're changing a tank, you want to do it slowly.
Can we just put a fish fact up on the screen right now for people so they know?
All I know is sharks have to keep swimming so the oxygen goes through their fucking.
All I know is
Gills.
we got home to a fish pond that was obviously there was a rental
I think
too.
there was little babies in there as
Yeah,
well.
it was a rental, and there was
Yeah.
big massive goldfish. Probably been there for years, all dead.
It's fun.
huge
But they
koi's.
didn't. The rental didn't say what to do. Like, were we supposed to feed them? They didn't even say anything. Did they?
Yeah, they didn't tell us anything. We did feed them. We had food for them. They came with the house. We used to feed them.
But it wasn't on the list. It was like
was
a
nothing.
responsibility you did
And then
not
when we
ask
moved-
for.
We've left and like they haven't said anything.
When we moved out and they put the house back up, they put the house on for sale and they renovated it. The pond was gone. They just filled it in with dirt afterwards.
I'm surprised they didn't say anything. Like, Why are all the fish fucking dead?
I
I put them in a plastic bag and threw them over the back fence.
That's
I
what
swear.
you did,
They'd
yeah.
still be there. I gave them a proper
That's
burial.
littering.
Is that?
In a plastic bag and just threw the bag over the
It was
fence.
biodegradable.
Probably eaten by those cows.
There
Did
was-
you guys
there
used
was
to have
cows,
cows?
We
Horses
had
that you
cows.
used to buy?
That's how far we lived out of the city. There were fucking cows behind our fence.
They probably ate the fish and the bags, and you probably killed the cows and the
Yeah,
fish.
probably. Yeah, they didn't say anything about it. It was weird.
Living with you was actual hell.
was
Like,
pretty
it was
sweet.
sucked. I don't know why. I did it for 9 months, 10 months.
I don't know why you whinged so much though, because you knew what you were signing up for.
I knew.
Yeah, the whole reason I got the house was to film.
And I've spoken to you about
Which
this
was
before,
fu- which-
whinging about Chad, whinging about it constantly
Yeah,
for.
yeah.
I don't know
I'm-
what
yeah.
you're like. Well,
But he did it
I
to
didn't
your
know you were
house
gonna be
too.
Yeah, but that was I don't care. That was sweet.
The whole reason I was living with Chad was to film, and then I remember the first video I did. It was out the back in the yard. It wasn't even that messy.
Okay,
And then you
no,
shit
Chad's like,
yourself.
this is too
He's like,
much.
what? Oh, this is too much, bro.
I didn't expect it to be like
Yeah,
this.
there's a Bunnings table with some egg on it, bro.
No,
Can't do
that
it.
wasn't it. He lit a fire outside with a bunch of ham and bacon. And then there was a big burn patch in the yard with a bunch of rotting food. And I said, make sure you
Trish's
clean
pussy, bro.
It was Trish's pussy in the backyard. And I said,
That poor woman is gonna definitely watch this.
Definitely.
She said it on Twitter.
I said, can you please clean this up before you go on holiday? And he goes on holiday.
yeah.
And you want to know how he cleans it? He throws towels over it. And so for a month, that was just in the backyard, just towels over
Don't
the,
pretend you were gonna use the backyard, Chad. For
I have a
what?
dog.
Oh, was Bella eating the?
I put a towel over it, bro. To get to it.
Yeah, it's a dog, Chad. It's fucking dumb.
It was a
Doesn't know how to
couch you
move
set
a
on fire.
towel.
You set a couch on fire in the
did.
backyard.
Yeah, you like to set things on fire. Tell us more
was
about
bad.
that.
Oh, one more fire story for you. He lit one inside.
That was fucked.
On the
He lit heaps at my house as well. He's obsessed. He's a pyromaniac
I nearly died at your house, didn't I?
in that fire. Yeah,
Where I doused
'Cause it was
myself
just
in
like
petrol.
there's no control, and you're just like,
Yeah.
oh, more. It'll be fine. Like whatever. It nearly burnt the house down.
That was
you
fun.
covered the table in gasoline and lit it, and when it lit up, it combusted. It goes, and the whole top of the roof for our rental, which was my name as well, and both, was just all black. He's like, yeah, you can just scrub it out, man. It just scrubs out, bro.
I think I got it repainted, didn't I? Or something
Yeah,
like
we got it repainted, and the guys ripped you off because you get people off Gumtree like a retard.
Says you go into the fucking Woolworths to buy tables.
This table is sturdy, bro. Look at it.
It's shaking like a fucking Michael J.
that.
Fox.
This is Woolworths.
Met some guy at Coles that said he'd build a table for me.
You paid a premium rate to get a fucking Woolies table.
It wasn't premium rate. It was a discount, bro.
Didn't we get that fabulous table over there for very cheap, which is about 1,000,000 times better? For how cheap?
$500.
How much is this one?
1.25.
Wait, what, from Woolworths?
No,
A guy who was buying cheese next to him.
I was
He was
in the-
like, bro, I know how to make tables. I don't have any credentials on me. Wire me 1.2 grand. I'll make your table.
I was wearing a Nintendo shirt. He's like, I made this sick Nintendo table. And I was like, show me. I'm like, wow, we really want to get something built for our podcast. He's like, why be the money now, bro? I'll build you a table. I fucking did.
So, anyway, you guys were going, when you killed the fish, you were going to where? PAX, was it?
Packs.
First packs.
First
With
packs.
George and Ian, I think.
The first one.
Yeah.
Are we all,
very
yeah.
first one.
Good
No,
job.
When I first met you.
that wasn't the first one we were all together. That was the second one. So the second one, because the first one I was living with Kurt and Warren when we had the first one.
Oh, yeah. Time fucking
yeah.
flies. It's hard to pinpoint.
I've known you for like 5 years
Where
now. I've
things
known
are
you
and
for
what's happening.
7.
It reminds me of when we went to VidCon, you were talking to people about HowToBasic as if you were like a fan, including the Fine Brothers.
Yeah.
And who else was that?
The annoying orange dude, I think.
Yeah, the annoying orange guy, both people that you've done collabs with, and they were going into
They were
full
talking,
detail about
yeah.
what it was like to work with HowToBasic, and you were like, that's so interesting. Like, tell me more about that.
Yeah, but that's like another good reason for being anonymous. You can like go to YouTuber events, like meet
Fuck
people.
with them.
Yeah, you can like meet people. Like I've taken photos with like so many YouTubers, and they just like have no idea. It's awesome. But yeah, I'd be speaking to like the Fine Bros, and they'd be talking about how they're doing like, oh no, yeah, Fine Bros and like the annoying orange dude. Was it Dane?
I can't
Dane
remember his
Bow,
name.
something
Yeah.
like that.
Dane Bow, yeah.
Yeah, he was talking about his collab he was doing with HowToBasic. I was like, oh, that's pretty sweet, bro. That's awesome.
All right, well, what else was on this topic list that we had to go through?
Why the fuck do you drink cruisers, and why have you always drank them? You're just stuck in a child's brain. Why?
They taste really nice. And
Surely,
guaranteed, yeah, they just give me a headache. They just,
surely you've
100%.
grown out of cruises by now, right?
No.
Yeah, is this a meme or is this just like...
I like the taste. They taste nice.
I just
There's
know
lots of
it's
sugar
It's
in them.
too sweet.
It is.
It's too far.
It
It's
is.
like, yeah, it's on the opposite end of like the spectrum where it's like, oh, alcohol tastes like shit. More sugar, the better. And then it's just like, okay, it's way too much. I didn't know it was possible, but there's too much sugar in this.
Yeah, always gives me a headache. Even the sugar-free ones just give me a headache. I don't know why I drink them.
I
I have a question for Chad.
Go ahead. Let's see what happens.
What happened?
What happened?
Why are you so fucking fat?
So I have a variety of photos here. All right, and you're gonna tell me which one is you. All right.
Okay.
You're
Sweet.
just gonna. I'm just holding these up. He's gonna say if it's him or not. Right?
Wait, I'd just like to say this is going to be a little bit easier than that time you took the autism test and failed.
He cheated. He cheated on the.
This is not a
autism
joke.
test.
He took an autism test and cheated on it, so it wouldn't fail.
I was scared of failing.
I think he's on the spectrum a little bit.
Definitely on the spectrum.
This is
Isn't
just,
everyone
this is just a picture identification quiz.
just
So
tell
I
me.
just say
How
yes
about
or no?
just tell me what you see when I hold these photos up. You know
What I
when
see.
Oh,
in those like
no.
therapy lessons where I hold them up. You
It's
go,
like an ink blot test. You just
what I
say, just
see,
what comes
yeah.
to mind. What comes to mind immediately.
yeah.
Immediately.
All right.
Turn
You
around.
ready?
What
Okay.
comes to mind?
Obama? What?
Is this you?
No, fuck that. He's just saying what comes to his head.
Is this you?
President. No, that's not me. Is there actually a photo of me in here? Minecraft. Cringe. Pretty pie? I don't know who that is. That is not me. That is not me. Avengers? That's not me. That's me.
What's going on in this image?
That's me holding a duck. What's happening with this? What is this?
Blur it.
Okay. That is me holding a duck and a chef costume at Max's old house. That sucks.
This is my favorite photo.
Why do I look like that?
I love that picture.
What is this? Is this a Patreon only bit? What two actors is this, Scott? The Rock and fucking who plays the guy at The Office?
Steve Carell, yeah?
Steve Carell.
That's Steve Carell, isn't it?
Who the fuck is this? Is that you?
No. Who was that?
I don't know.
I don't know who that is. An actor?
Okay, we gotta blur this one.
Get rid of that.
One ball.
One ball. Yeah.
For context, our friend Warren, who is not HowToBasic,
Has nut cancer and he lost a nut. Although we all learned.
Was it cancer?
We
though?
all learned the thing about if you have testicular cancer, they don't actually necessarily know if you have it. If they think you might have it, unlike with some other areas of cancer, they can't take a tissue sample and test because you can't really take a piece of your nut out without just fucking the whole nut. So either way, if your nut shrivels up a bit and they go, yeah, you might have cancer,
It's
you've just got to remove the whole nut.
Yeah, they got rid of the whole ball.
So you might not have had it, but either way, you got to cut it out.
okay, I got a question.
They also said, wait, they also
honest.
said,
Is one nut smaller than the other? Be honest. That's
What the
one nut.
oh, it's so warm, it's like a soup.
This is definitely Patreon, and then this is another. Where's my other nut?
You're going to show this?
Where's my other nut? What the
It
fuck?
might- your bullock
it's
may
in
have
there.
gone
There
inside
go.
you,
Which-
maybe.
Can you tell me which one's bigger?
That one.
So I may have nut cancer.
No, apparently,
Feel for lumps, bro.
apparently, it's supposed to feel like your end of your nose, not between your forehead. If it feels like it,
bullocks.
if you feel it and it feels like it's between your forehead, that's too hard. I think that's how Warren knew. But if you touch your nut, if it feels kind of like the end of your nose, that's a good feeling for your
Does he
nut.
get to keep the bullock?
I don't think he has to keep his note.
A little mason jar.
I don't know. I always
keep
wondered
that.
when you do surgery and stuff like that if you can ask to keep the part that they're taking out.
I would
I don't know
definitely-
how many places actually let you do that.
I'd definitely say, give me my nut. That's mine. It belongs to me.
Yeah, it'd be awesome to do. I just don't know if that's a practice that they allow.
I have 2 more pictures, and then I'm gonna go drain
Wait,
my
let me
nuts.
just finish real quick. Sorry, follow up with the nut cancer thing. When you get your nut cut off, you can have a fake prosthetic nut put in,
Which Warren wouldn't do.
Warren wouldn't do because they advised him it's not really worth the hassle. It's usually for younger people who have an image problem and they want to have 2 nuts because
I make them make the fake one bigger so I can play with it.
And they give you like a fake dick at the same time.
If you fucking had dick cancer, would you even want? Would you
It's
even
the
want to
cigars
live?
you smoke.
Would you even want to live if your dick fell off and your nut?
I'd want a big black one.
If you got nut cancer in one nut and your dick had cancer, would you keep the last nut?
Yes.
Fuck no,
would
just
you
go
just get
smooth
it-
sailing, bro.
Would you get it all shaved
Get
off?
it all gone, just a flat patch.
Just
so
a Ken
women
doll?
women can just kick me in the nuts and there's nothing there.
Get a vagina put in. Or
I don't
something.
think you would have any release from that though.
Could you?
You wouldn't have any interest
I
in
think
that.
me
You'd
losing
probably-
my dick would be the best thing in the world. I'd be happy. Women fuck.
You might like start being productive and doing things
Instead of fucking
instead
constantly.
of fucking all the time.
Speaking of fucking
You must start reading
and
books.
sex tapes.
My one true love. You'll never know who I am. Greg Hall Vlog Dad.
Are you looking to get noticed by a brand, a company, or just a special someone? Go over and make a website at wix.com. Oh my god. I need to make a website.
Hey, this is Greg. You may know me. I'm Logan Paul's dad.
Greg.
Max?
Yeah?
Max, did you make a website about me on Wix.com?
Yeah, go to wix.com/go/cold ones and use their website builder. It'll build websites about things that you like or that you care about.
So, would you say that you care about me?
I guess I do.
Want to get noticed like Max? Head to the link in the bio and build your new website with Wix's professional website builder. With their simple yet sophisticated drag and drop functionality, you too can make your mark on the web with a stylish new website built by Wix.com. So once again, head over to Wix.com/cold ones and thank you, Wix, for sponsoring this episode. Allegedly.
Is that bloke?
Which bloke?
That's Greg
that-
Paul.
Oh yeah, the Paul brothers.
The one that, fuck that.
The Paul brothers.
The one, the
dad.
porn
was
video,
nasty.
allegedly. I like
I
that.
thought this dude was bald. Is that a circle?
And last but not least, my personal favorite. I'll show Max real quick. So I'm so
Are you gonna blur that or what? What's the deal?
Yeah, we'll blur that.
Can we just blur from here up so they can't see your face, so they can just see all
No,
this?
we don't want any
Do you
of
want
that
to
in the video
describe what's
anyway.
happening in the photo?
Can you discuss? Wait. Can you describe that photo while I go piss, and also describe where else that photo is?
Yeah, so it was my birthday recently-ish, and HowToBasic. You can't really describe. Can you describe the photo since we can't show any of it?
I don't want to.
It's a photo of him on the couch with like his underwear all pulled up, so he's got like his nuts all squished up and fucked, and it's like a photo from beneath, like his asshole. And he thought it would be a good idea to put it on a canvas, and bring it to me as a birthday gift. So I've hung it in the house, but I think Kat might want it taken down.
I think she wants it gone. Yeah. That was fun. I had to go to Kmart to get it printed.
Yeah. Tell us about your
So they print on canvas and like posters and whatnot there. So I went up to the desk and I was like, hey, am I allowed to print whatever I want? And then she was like, yeah. And I was like, anything? And then I was like, listen, I've got like a groogy photo that needs to be printed, but there's no nudity, but it's a bit inappropriate. And then she was like, oh, like, would some people be able to, I mean, like, would they consider it offensive? And I was like, it depends who you ask. But yeah, so I had to show 3 female staff members of the photo. One of them said no. One woman said no. The other one said yes, and then the third one was kind of like the tie break. So the third woman. I think they got a man to come out, some manager, and he was like, "That's lit." He was like, "Yeah, that's fine," because there's no nudity. It's fine. But yeah, it's definitely.
And they could all identify it was you, right?
Oh yeah. Okay. Like they knew. Yeah, I think that was another thing. Like because they knew it was me. Like I'm not like getting it printed of someone else. They said that they were worried about like being sued and whatnot. I was like, oh.
Didn't you say you offered the woman counselling?
Yes, I did. After I showed her, I was like, are you okay? I really made sure she was okay. I was
What
like,
is this?
This is when he got that picture printed on the canvas in Kmart. He had to show multiple women.
Yeah. I asked her like 3 times. I was like, are you okay? Like, do you need counselling? Are you alright? Like honestly, and she was fine. She was a champ.
How do you explain that to someone? Like, why are you getting this blown up into?
Yeah, did they ask
I think
why?
it was just like my mate's birthday. Like, it's like
a bit of a
little
gag
joke.
gift.
Yeah, sure. I don't know. Surely they get that a lot, but maybe they don't. I don't know.
Maybe not.
Yours-
I think
Pretty
I did
repulsive.
ask if it was the most like fucked up shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, I think the concept is funny, but I don't think people follow through with the practice a whole lot.
Yeah,
Probably.
100%. Yeah, when I went to pick it up, it was like completely covered up. Other ones they just like handed over kind of thing, but this one was like covered. They put like black paper all around it, so you just couldn't see what was going on.
It's just like when you go to get like alcohol and they put it in a paper bag, like
exactly.
discreet to leave the store.
Yeah.
I've got a question
Yes.
that we can both sort of answer. What's it like to film with HowToBasic?
Oh, hell. It's
yeah.
hell. It's literally like ISIS torture. I would much rather be locked in a room with 3 ISIS members interrogating me than be filming with him.
It's not that bad.
You don't have any fucking taste of that medicine. You don't know. You've got no idea. It's something that is so unprecedented for someone who's never done it that you could never think of how bad it actually is. And I think everyone who's done it now, okay, you're just putting the smash shards, would say the same thing. I think George and Ian could relate to that as well.
Yeah.
Like, it's pure hell. And you see the video and you don't think it's that bad.
You don't realize a 3-minute video takes 3 hours to film.
That's
And the
only
rest.
because you have mild autism.
Yep.
And
Mild.
so
I cheated on the test.
he cheated on the test. So it's like you'll film one perfect shot and it's like, oh, that's a good shot. No, let's film it 6 times from another 4 angles. And then you go to edit it and you're like, oh yeah, the first one's fine. And everyone else just has to go through the fucking hell.
I remember I was in a bathtub covered in spaghetti.
That video is awesome. I love that video.
And he shoved his foot down my throat and I threw up. And he was like...
Chad vomits like, every time we film a video, like without fail.
That's when you shove the salami, deep-throated the
his
salami.
yeah.
While I was sick, mind you, I had the flu.
He's done
Yeah,
that
you
too.
were sick,
He shoved his fucking foot in my mouth as well.
Yeah, you vomited in the bath and it stunk.
And then-
it was making you vomit even more.
Yeah,
That
and
was
then I vomited more and
disgusting.
more and more. And then he finally said, oh, I could use that as footage. Vomit again, please.
It was like so acidy and just disgusting.
I was sick.
You were really sick. But like all the other ones we've done, like what the mannequin one and whatnot, had to get a 6-pack where you're like in the backyard. He like runs for like a second. Then he
Wasn't
has
a
to
second.
vomit.
Okay. So
I remember.
he
Sorry,
said-
let me just say quickly. I remember that video had a ton of scripting and whatever. And Chad's going through. He's like, "Nah, we won't do that part. Nah, we won't do that part. I'll do this. I'll do like 2 sit-ups or something."
Stop. I directed that video. And isn't that one of your most viewed videos?
It recently went.
Hey, wait. It doesn't matter when it went viral. Is it not your most viewed video?
No.
Or is it like top
Some
5?
sex or masturbation shit.
Yeah.
would
Top
be.
5,
Have
right?
sex,
It's
yeah.
top 5.
I'd
Okay.
say it's top 5. Yeah.
So my direction helped, maybe.
Mate, well, you don't know. It
The
could have
reason
had
I-
another 100 million views if it was a perfect
Yeah.
product.
The reason I said no, this is all you get in the backyard was before that he wanted a shot of me running uphill.
With the mannequin on you? Or?
The mannequins
You
taped
did
to
that,
me.
weren't you running up the hill with a mannequin strapped to you and cars were slowing
Yes.
down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just like calling out to you or just
Yeah.
like filming or watching or just being
And
like,
he
what the
couldn't
fuck
use
is
that
this?
footage of people yelling at me. So he kept making me walk back down to the bottom of the hill, run up again. Surely this would be easy for someone that's fit, but I'm fat.
That's true.
So I got home
It
and
would be
he's,
so good if you had the footage to give us.
I got home
Oh, yeah.
and I was like, I don't feel so well. Like I need water. And your house at the time was a shithole and there was no bottled water. So I was drinking out of the hose in the backyard. And I just fucking
a
started
house is a
throwing
shithole
up.
if it has no bottled water.
Yes.
That sounds like a fucking bit of a first world problem, bro. You can't drink from the tap.
I was drinking from I couldn't drink from the tap because your sink was full of shit.
Yeah, probably shit from the fucking video.
It was shit from the
Remember
fucking...
when you like rage quit and you like pulled the mannequin off when we weren't even done and then had to tape it back on you? I was like, oh, come on.
I had to pull it back off. When I pulled it off, I took off all my chest hair and...
That was awesome.
That's what it's like to film with Chad always, isn't it? Doesn't he do that every time?
Well, it's because
Basically, yeah.
What about the sushi video? Wasn't that similar?
That is my favorite video.
I vomited that too.
You did, yeah. How to correctly eat sushi or something
Stop.
like that.
Okay, here's
And you
here's
blend
more
it.
here's more context. We didn't film with fresh sushi.
Oh, yeah, it was old.
He bought sushi. I said, "Are you ready to film?" He's like, "Nah, I'll film tomorrow." He went away for 4 days to his parents' place. He came back 4 days later. I said, "Let's film the sushi video." I'm like, "Buy fresh sushi. It's been in the fridge for 4 days." And he was like, "No, it'll be fine. I'm not spending $200 on more sushi." So I was eating.
We blended it.
It doesn't matter. It was still
That
off.
sounds worse.
It is disgusting. It's like, I remember the first lot of sushi, like it smelled good, but then you blend it and it's just disgusting. It's like blending, like, I don't know, some of your favorite foods are still going to be gross, no matter
Yeah,
what.
no
like,
shit.
I got so sick
disgusting.
from that video.
I think
I love that video so much.
Isn't that another very highly viewed video on your
Probably
channel?
not. I think it has about like 1,000 views.
No,
or
I'm
something.
pretty sure it's got at least 10 mil.
No, oh, maybe, I don't know.
do you ever find damage like a year later from a video, like paint or something? Anyway.
Oh, I mean, yeah, no, definitely, 100%. If we were to go back to the house now, there'd probably just be like shit everywhere.
Well, Yuri, who was filming, he had to clean off stuff off the back of that TV that was there like a fucking year or two later. 2 years later?
Is that your TV?
Yeah,
it's a
remember
TV.
all that yogurt paint that was on there?
Was it blue? Oh, sorry, green
Green and blue?
stuff.
Yeah, that was from fucking
Yeah.
your video where you were swinging the mop around, or was it in my video? I can't remember.
It was your makeup video, your
Yeah.
makeup tutorial.
Yeah, and it was
We
just
did the
fucking
Mario
left
one
there.
outside, I think. That was very cool.
Oh my god, the Mario one. Remember that,
was
Chad?
yeah, that was the coldest night on record in Perth in 20 years.
And you're like, yes, get in your underwear and jump on the concrete.
It was minus 2 degrees, and we were outside in our underwear, wet, covered in like shaving foam with food dye or something.
Something like that, yeah.
It's just buckets of I think it might have been yogurt and food dye.
Yogurt, that's it.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
And it physically hurt to walk on the concrete because it was so cold and our feet were so sensitive. And you were like jumping on my back. I remember we were
Were you Yoshi or was I Yoshi?
I was Mario, you were Yoshi.
You had to jump on my back then if I was Yoshi. I can't remember.
Oh
who
yeah,
said
that's
it.
right. I was on your back.
Yeah, and yeah,
was a
that's
good video.
fucking hell. On cement too, so it was like freezing
Really cold.
and hard.
And it was 20 seconds of footage, but it took an
Oh,
hour
yeah.
to film. And I remember when we were waiting for you to set up the lights, I was just sitting there going, shaking. Like, I'm going to have hypothermia.
Hypothermia, yeah.
Yeah.
I was Googling what Mario looks like because I didn't even know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were like, how do I draw a mustache on him?
He doesn't know.
think
He
I did
doesn't
the
know
colours wrong.
anything. That's an interesting HowToBasic fact. He doesn't know anything about pop culture, video games, fucking anything except maybe Breaking Bad.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good show.
Have you
Great
guys seen
show.
that show? It's a
Great
show.
show.
Yeah, how many times have you seen it? Since you don't watch anything else
like
or play
3 or
games
4.
or anything.
I
besides RuneScape?
watched it with you once as well when we were living it. That was one of our good memories. Watching TV shows together. We watched Narcos and Breaking
A
Bad.
fucking waste of time. You should have been making videos.
Yeah, it's filming with you as hell. I'm glad you didn't. I offered for you to film in my bathroom with me while you're here, but you didn't take me up on that offer. Thank God.
There's always
When
a problem.
I left, when I couldn't take it anymore, I moved out of living with him for the last 2 months at least, or last month and a half at least. I left him. I was like, "Fuck this, I'm out." He said, "Can I come film at your new house? It will be easy." And he put food dye because he wanted to make it look like I was covered in blood. and he flicked food dye on me in the shower. And he's like, this will be easy to clean. And the food dye soaked into the grout in my shower. So I lost my bond because
What video was that?
That's the worst thing. In the grooves in the shower. I have a question.
Yes.
What's the closest someone has ever come to finding out who you are? And why don't you show your face?
Well, the reason I don't show my face is because I feel like it might, like take away from the channel. Yeah, like it adds to the mystery and whatnot. And if you know who's behind it, then it takes away from the whole experience, I guess. There's been a few times where I've got certain people like remove other YouTube videos saying like, oh, like HowToBasic is blah, 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 blah. Even though it's not them, I just don't like the video being out there because people will be like, oh, like Warren. They're like, Warren's HowToBasic. Like, it just loses the mystery and whatnot. And then they're like,
yeah, because even the videos that just say it's someone else, people just believe anything. Yeah. They just believe it.
Yeah. People don't, people just believe
and on paper, like in terms of actual what makes sense for you getting attention out of it or whatever, it's like it's the same thing whether it's true or not. If someone believes it, they're like, oh well, mystery over. Yeah. Like I'm done with giving a shit about that.
Right? Literally the damage is done, so it's like
we would always use Warren as a scapegoat, as a meme, because he was okay with it.
I used to hate it back in the day. Like I did not like it. Like I didn't want anyone being like the face of the channel kind of thing. Yeah. But now I think I'm more relaxed with it. So yeah, basically, HowToBasic is Warren.
Well, you have to be more relaxed with it because you've come on the show and you're fucking talking.
Exactly. Yeah.
So like that's something.
I remember we'd always use Warren for like, oh, that's HowToBasic. So like, you did like a Snapchat one night when I first moved to Perth.
That went fucking viral.
Yeah.
Hey, HowToBasic. It's HowToBasic.
I have one as well where it's I'm on my stream and I'm like, I gotta go to HowToBasic's house and film later. And then like I said, and then 10 seconds I'm like, yeah, I'm heading to Warren's store. I'm like unacted, like really surprised. That's got like 2 million views on YouTube. Like me saying that.
I think some of those have been fucking nuked. I don't know if you nuked them or not.
I think I may have even got Warren to delete it. Yeah, I think I got Warren to do it.
Because he can do it because you have to submit your ID or whatever.
Exactly.
Like I'm in this video and I don't want to be in this video.
I think, there's been a few people where I've got them to like issue takedowns. And then people will see that and be like, oh, well, clearly it's HowToBasic.
Clearly it's him. He's trying to have it pulled.
Yeah, but it's not. It's just me trying to protect it, I guess. I have a question for you too.
What do you want?
Sometimes does one of your balls go like up inside your body?
I like it when it goes up there because I get my girlfriend like suck it out.
You've got a girlfriend now? Okay, wait. Clips channel?
No, I mean like
Chad's committed?
Kind of girlfriend.
It's finally happened.
Kind of girlfriend.
What's her name?
Like give him names
Trisha?
out, bro. Trisha Paytas.
You don't make a lot of money from YouTube. I would like to touch on that because a lot of people think they look at your views and like, wow, you're on 50 million views a month.
Yeah.
Like you're making a lot of money. Would you like to tell people why that's not the case, like with this sort of videos that you put out?
Yeah, basically with the way YouTube is at the moment, they reward you more for long videos. So my videos are always like really short. So I would earn like I'd say even less than half. Yeah.
I saw your ad revenue the other day. It's a lot less than what we made.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. People would look.
It's not bad. It's not like you're a struggling artist or anything.
Yeah, 100%.
But like, it's definitely
people would look at like 40 million views and be like, oh, this dude's making 100K a month or something. When
it's just shitty when you see like someone that's getting the same views making 5 times the amount you are.
100%.
And you're like, the fuck?
Yeah. Also, a lot of the videos, like even the 6-pack one that we did, that recently went viral and was getting like 20 million views a month. It's just demonetized. So like
how much did you make? I remember you told me how much you made. You made it wasn't even $100 off 20 million.
Oh, it was nothing. It was like
video.
20 in like 1 month.
Well, that's because it's demonetized. So you're getting like adult ads or whatever the weird thing is, where it's like
But still, like, you gotta think. It doesn't matter if it's demonetized. It's for adults. Like just 20 million eyes on a video and 20 million like views worth of ads. Like, what'd you get? Like $80?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it was literally like $80.
80 USD. Like
from
that's
20 million people watching a video. I made $80, which is just insane.
That sort of leads into like people who criticize people for making 10-minute videos and being like, "Oh, you're in it for the money," or like blah blah blah. Where it's like to a point, like some people have to do that, or like it's so incentivized to do that because the opposite is so far down from that. Like making it 10 minutes and having a mid-roll is like the equivalent of having like an extra couple of videos that get the same amount of views.
Yeah, exactly.
Not only do you make less money just because the video is shorter, so you don't have like mid-rolls or whatever, but yeah, it's also the retention. If you have longer retention on a video, like if a video is 30 minutes long, it's going to get recommended more because more people view it, so YouTube classifies it as being more valuable to them. So they put it in the sidebar more, they show it to more people because it keeps people on the platform longer. Even if they watch videos on a channel that link into each other though as well, like that session time counts as like good retention for them.
Yeah. I think with like YouTube Red as well, or YouTube Premium, whatever it is now, I think they pay on retention as well.
Yeah.
Which is why I earn like basically nothing off of YouTube Premium.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And it's like, it never used to be that way. Like they do switch the formula up every few years, it seems like, because it used to be the original system was just click-throughs, which is why everyone would make super clickbait shit to the point where it didn't even matter what happened in the video. Once you got the click, that's when you would get rewarded from it. Yeah, like if people had like just like huge titties in the thumbnail, and once someone clicked on it, YouTube would go, this video got a click, this video got another click, this video got 1 million clicks. Forget about the retention, promote this video because that's the only stat that matters to them. But yeah, it's interesting to see where it's going to go next. Like, because at the drop of a hat, if they do change everything, it really could just like fuck a ton of people. Like, cause you're pretty close to being fucked. Like at the moment, like your whole channel got demonetized twice, was it?
Yeah, I think it was like a week ago it happened again for like the second time. It's been deleted twice around Christmas, like 2 years in a row.
Which is when the height of the ads revenue is as well.
Yeah, exactly.
That's when advertisers pay the most for
December.
ads.
Yeah. And then also, it's been fully, I think we're on a cruise with Ian and the internet was absolutely shocking. You could barely like even load Google. But I was like, I'll just check the channel and make sure everything's okay. And I looked and every single video was just demonetized. And it had been that way for like, it was like 5 days or something.
Yeah, what a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
When you're in the middle of the ocean.
You're earning nothing for like just 5 days.
While you're on a little cruise ship, just spending your money, your holiday money.
And even these days, with the whole like videos being demonetized, they don't email you about it. You have to like go on to check to see. Yeah, no, it was a real pain. I was struggling to even like email my rep and whatnot to say like, all my videos.
It's some shit that shouldn't happen for a channel that size.
And it's really shitty because people are like, I remember like, not people, but YouTube like, oh, you should go back and make sure all your old videos fit terms of service and shit like that. Like, this is your responsibility. And you're kind of like, why would I go back in time and delete the history of my channel just because you guys changed the rules? Like
it shouldn't be your responsibility to constantly every fucking year have to re-examine everything and go, oh yeah, this doesn't fall within their guidelines.
Oh, this website's
Let me constantly keep changing everything.
This website's becoming more and more PG. Like, time to delete this, time to delete this.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not just deleting videos that aren't suited for the website anymore. It's history. It's like it's going through and just removing chunks out of the timeline of where your channel started from and where it became, but like, which is I think it's a big deal. But like, YouTube's like, fuck you.
If they have to do that though, like, say they do have to do that, right? And they want to go that route. Do that. Don't punish the fucking user. Just say, hey, like this is how things are now. We're doing this. You're going to have to get rid of it. Okay. Don't give me a fucking strike. Don't say I can't upload. Don't say everything is in jeopardy now for something that I've uploaded in the years before.
Also, the rules are such like a gray area. There's no not for everything. Some stuff is like, definitely don't do that. But then there's some stuff you're like, am I going to get in trouble for, like, your video that got removed recently? They thought did the bot think it was a dick? You had a piece of salami.
It was like a sausage or something like that, and
it was obviously
it was removed for nudity. The video was removed for nudity, and it's clearly just like a sausage.
Well, it was intended to be like an imitation of sexual
cock.
Like,
so
which doesn't say that it's against terms of service on YouTube. It's a gray area. So you're like, how the fuck
it depends on who's reviewing the video as well.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It comes down to human error. And it does that. It's like that with any profession, and YouTube's no different. Like, it can come down to the individual who looks at your video. And I think there is favoritism in that as well. Like, I think there really is people working there that like certain channels enough to go, like, if I review that, like, that's fine. They can get away with fucking more than another channel can that I don't like.
I'm about to piss my pants.
Yeah, I need to piss. I need to piss as well.
Piss break. What do your parents think about you fucking their kitchen? Oh my god! Tell the
used to-
story.
you
Tell
used
the
to film in the
story. Yeah.
bathroom.
Tell the story that you've told me before about the first time you got caught filming a video.
Oh, there was one time where, kind of caught, I guess, but I saw my parents at the local shopping centre because they basically had banned me from like making videos at their house, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna quickly run home and film a video because back then it was like really easy to make a video; it wouldn't take long. That would be really messy though. So I basically ran home, started filming, and then I got maybe like halfway through, and then my parents came in. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Basically, they banned me because whenever I film, the whole house smells like egg. Like it's just
It's
disgusting.
uncleanable. Every time you film, it's
It
just
is
like
like egg going under the fridge and
you
whatnot.
can clean it, but you can't.
It's kind
Yeah.
of impossible
Clean
to
it.
get that smell away.
And even I think in the early days as well, they had like not wooden floorboards, but it was something lino, I think it was.
It's getting
And
under the
egg,
line.
egg basically just sinks into that, and you just there's nothing you can do.
Your old house, because lino is, for people that don't know, lino is like a plastic sheet. Like this floor is real wood, but like fake one would look like this, but it'd be like plastic laid down really tight. And in your old place, it wasn't cut in at the edge. So what they do is after they finish gluing it down, they put like
They didn't pin it. In
they
the
don't pin it to the
sides.
corner or put some sort of skirting up to protect it from any damage. So what he would do, it'd peel upwards because it wasn't pinned down, and you'd film a video and go underneath the lino.
It was milk and fucking. That's
It
what.
stunk.
That's where all the cake videos were filmed, where all the milk and eggs and shit would just go underneath it, and it was just fermenting under the floor.
It stunk. Every time you walk into Max's house, it smelled like a rotting bin.
You'd never get it out unless you pulled all that.
How did you
lino
live
off.
in that house, bro?
Well, it's a classic, bro. That's where the backyard was. That's where Ian jumped down and said he was gay. That house probably increased in value from all those memes. I
It
reckon.
definitely did not. The house was fucked. It's a reason you to get your bond back, bro.
Yeah, well, you win some, you lose some.
You just got to get on with it, mate.
Yeah.
What else happened to that house?
Everything. That's where we filmed mostly all of
I fucked
fucking
on your
vids.
couch.
I don't think
You fucked on everyone's couch.
That's the meme. Hey, you want to tell the coon meme?
Oh,
Are you drunk enough? I'm okay with it. I think it's funny.
I'll talk about it. Yeah. So when me and Chad was living together, I had like the master bedroom right near the front door, and
In the
then I
lounge
think
room.
yeah, right next to the lounge room. And then Chad brought
The girl I fell in love with.
the girl he fell in love with, his girlfriend at the time or whatever. Anyway, I was trying to get to sleep, I think, and then they just started making love, and it was disgusting.
You want to imitate?
And then I could just hear Chad saying, like, I'm gonna coom. Did you coom? Did you coom?
In that exact way.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Oh, right. So he could hear.
He was saying like, I'm about to coom.
I was
and
doing it because I knew
I
that
think
he
he
could
was
hear.
trying to piss me off, yeah. So he was like,
Because you were
really
calling me a
loud.
virgin all week.
Yeah,
so
oh yeah, I was saying that Chad is a virgin, and it makes even now I think it still makes him really mad when I say it.
I don't mind it anymore. At the time, I was angry because I was making an effort not to fuck at that house. I really was, and he kept calling me a virgin. So, so one weekend, I matched with this lovely girl on Tinder who I broke my heart.
Did you meet her on Tinder, the one that you want to marry? Sweet.
What's going on with that? Is there any?
Yeah, I call her drunk every now and then. Probably call it a night.
Well, you did say you would if you got drunk enough.
Yeah. Well, who got drunk last week and woke up to 37 missed calls from their ex? My ex-girlfriend. But yeah. Where was this conversation going? Oh, the old house. Go on, keep going.
What?
What else happened in your old house, bro? That was our house.
All the videos. I don't know. There was glass when I left the house. There was fucking glass in the backyard. All the walls were still fucked, even though your mate tried to paint them. I think he fucked the whole house up. Yeah, the liner was covered in milk fermenting under it. Tons of shit. It was a horrible thing to do.
Have you told the story about the bird?
The bird that
It
seized
almost-
up and died in the
It
house.
almost killed everyone in the house.
Didn't that scar you for life? That
Oh
bird?
yeah, so basically Max's cat like attacked a bird. I think we stepped in like instantly. The cat was only gone at the bird for like a second or something, but the damage had already been done, and I saw the bird like start like seizing, and I saw the moment that it died.
You saw when the light left its
I
eyes.
saw the light leave it, and it really fucked me up.
It was
it
it
was
was on the
awful.
it was a crow, was it? Or a magpie?
Magpie.
It was half in the door, like in between the sliding door. So half in the house, half out, like with his legs sticking out. and it was just like,
It started seizing, and then
it just had its mouth open, and you could just see like its eyes drop, and it just died like that with like blood in its beak. And so we were like, that is so sad. Let's pick it up and let's film it and use it in a video. I'll put it in my bed. That'll be a great idea.
Didn't we remove it from the house and the cat brought it back in though?
I think we did, and then we were like, we should put it in my bed, and I should film it. And I got very, very sick.
We all got very sick from that.
I'm dying. I have a flu because the dead bird's been in the house for 3 days.
That was to date the worst. You got okay. So
I got the sick. That's the sickest I've ever been.
Yeah,
in my life.
He got sick, and this was after the watermelon hands. And for people that don't know, watermelon makes the floor sticky.
That was the worst
sugar.
the house had ever
Very
been
sticky,
after
So
that series of videos.
Max had just broken up with his girlfriend while sick, girlfriend at the time. So you're already pretty depressed and sick.
Yeah,
And
that was a fucked up time. I can remember all that time was just so fucking.
I came over with some cleaners and I cleaned up as much as you could. It was fucked. And I looked after you for a couple of days and slept on your couch.
I was sleeping on the couch. I remember.
I was just staying there with you, and I left. And I went back to our place because we just moved in, and I was like, "Oh, I'm feeling a bit sick from Max's house." And then I got sick. You just got better, and then I got sick. It's like fucking bird flu.
It was something
And
really bad.
I was
It was
in,
something from the bird. I didn't.
100%.
It's like one of those things where you're always like, "Oh, well, it couldn't happen to me. Like, I can handle this, or I can do that. I'm not going to be the one that gets sick, or I'm not going to be the one that gets cancer.
Well, that's
I'm not
what
going to be the one that has my left nut cut off.
That's what I thought when I was staying with you because I was taking the multivitamins. I'm like, and you're like, Chad, you'll get sick, and I was like, no, I'll be fine. I can stay here. I won't get sick because I just wanted to be with you at the time.
Thanks, bro.
And I just
That's very gay.
and I just fucking I went back to our place, and I thought I was laying in bed like, am I gonna die? I thought I was gonna die.
Yeah, I've never been that sick before in my
Must have been the
life.
flu or something, like legit bird
I was
flu?
I
don't know.
literally had it's in the video. We can play the clip of it. So Edward, what's the video called? It's
Edward
Edward
Watermelon
Watermelon
Hands.
Hands was the video title. And yeah, so I wake up in the bed with McDonald's and that, and there's a dead bird in the bed. That's the bird that died and seized up in the house. And we just played it in the bed like, oh yeah, this is
We
a
just
cool
take
prop.
note as well that the bird was dead for a day before they used it for filming.
We put it in the bin or
We
something.
did.
The
We
cat
put it
got it
out.
out and was eating it. And then we found it and we were like, use it as a prop. It's might as well.
It was sat there for like days, wasn't it?
It was in the house up until the cleaners came. It was there in the house for 5 days. 6 days, maybe.
It was one of the reasons that we were like, we were filming when I had the watermelons on, and the house was getting pretty messy from filming. And I was like, let's just go full ball. Like, let's just cross the fucking mark. That's where I filmed the scene where I was smashing everything, and I was just going ballistic. And that's why when we filmed the bedroom scene where I wake up with the shit everywhere, I was like, put the bird in the bed, put McDonald's there. Let's just make the house as fucked as possible and let that be the scene for the video. And then I think we filmed more stuff. And then it was so hard past the point of no return that it was impossible to like clean up properly. And yeah, the house is fucked.
I missed the first 2 days of filming because I was visiting family. But when I came for the last day of the filming for that video, and I was there for that filming.
I think George was there. Right?
Yeah, and when I walked in the house, I was like, because you're all living there. You, Ian, and George. George and Ian were sharing the couch. You were in the bedroom. You're sleeping in the spare bedroom.
I think so.
And
It was a fucky lifestyle. It was the most
really
fucked
bad.
lifestyle.
And I walked in and I was like,
Depression.
how you got? Because I didn't want to stay there. Like, I was like, I need to find, because I was living with Warren and Kurt at the time, but we just got approved. I came back because we got approved for the house because I was visiting family. So I came back to get ready to move, and I was like, how the fuck are you guys living in this house? So that's why I got the cleaners in after George and Ian left. You were depressed and like...
I also just wanted to know, I didn't have a cat door.
So the door was...
So the door had to stay open, and it was in summer. So there was a million flies in the house because of all the rancid shit that was in there.
I don't know how Ian slept on the couch.
We didn't
with all
have
those
a
flies.
we had to keep the door open because I was like, the cats have to go outside. I don't have a cat door. I don't have a kitty little box because they're outdoor cats. And it was summer.
It was
so
rancid.
All the flies were coming to suck all the fucking rancid shit off. And we were all fucked cunts anyway. So
And we
just
were
like,
all drinking
fuck this.
too.
Drink every night, drink every time we film, drink every night after, go to the fucking casino every night to reward ourselves after filming. There was definitely some weed being smoked.
There was so much weed
As
being
well?
smoked. There was- yeah.
I didn't do that, Mum.
Didn't we take your weed virginity?
No comment.
No.
Okay, no comment.
I've done it when it's legal. That's about it.
LA only.
LA only.
That was around the time that you met George as well.
I think it was was it the first time? I think.
Yeah,
I
because
was in my shed filming, and then you called and you put George on the phone.
remember when he didn't believe that you had a basic either,
Yeah.
and it was the same thing like Chad went through. Where he was like, I don't believe you at all.
There's no way this person, this fucked cunt that I've watched videos of, this isn't HowToBasic.
And that was when we were doing the meme token thing, where
The meme.
The one
oh
meme, the
my
one meme,
God.
the one meme.
I remember that.
everyone would get a meme token, and you'd be able to give redeem a meme token to George, and you would have to do one of his characters
Yeah, you could
out
crack
loud
up.
in public or like wherever,
Yeah, that was
like
so
fucking
good.
Chin Chin or fucking Frank or Safari Man or whatever. Yeah.
He hated it.
I think my favorite was Safari Man. That was good.
Remember we walk around the corner? Let's like Chin Chin.
Yeah,
Because you kept making him do it like over and over again.
yeah. I think you may have given me a few meme tokens that I used on him. That was sweet. What happened to him? He sucks now.
Yeah, he just became some fucking faggot that plays at Lollapalooza. Probably makes millions. I'm getting depressed thinking about old times. Can we stop talking about them?
This might make me vomit with all the sugar.
This is also
drink
sugary
I've had. I
vodka.
feel like my body's filled with this shit.
Don't prep for a vomit. I don't want you to vomit.
What's this? Who's this to?
George and Ian.
To George and Ian.
The Simpson porn.
Yeah, whatever. Simpson. Yeah, you love that. How old is
How old
fucking
is Bart?
Plankton?
10, I think.
How old is Chris Griffin?
Chris Griffin, 14 probably. I've got a question. What's your fondest memory filming? Or with the boys?
I would have to say is it Super Trash Bros? We went to
We went to my hometown
we went to Max's hometown.
in Western Australia.
By the
down
net.
south.
Yeah, it was awesome. Like being in the forest and whatnot, it was sweet.
Breakfast with the boys every
That was so
morning.
good. That's when you said you were going to quit grog and eating bad food. And
He
then,
says that literally
yeah,
every week.
And then that night, I'm pretty sure you were just necking beers and shit. And it's like, okay,
Smoking
cool.
fucking joints with my brother.
Well, your dad gave me some Your dad gave me some beers, and he gave me some peaches. Fucking,
Drinking my dad's bottled fruits.
and I was getting a bit fucky from him. And then I walked in to meet your brother, and your brother's like, "Hey man, you want a bong?" I was like, "Oh, I don't really do bong." He's like, "I can roll you a joint." I'm like, "Fine." I'm like,
That was so
that was how bad was my snoring that night?
Fuck that. Fuck you. That was fucking awful. So yeah, have you told the story before?
I think we touched on it.
We've glanced over it.
We were all staying at Max's dad's house, and Chad is the loudest snorer I've ever heard in my life. And I hate snoring; I can't deal with it. So I had to run off to the was it caravan?
Caravan.
Tell them what we were sleeping in before you went to the caravan.
It was like, what was it? Like a little tiny, it's like a cubby house or something.
Yeah, so my dad built his entire house like on his own, like with his own fucking hands. And that section is like, I don't know, what the fuck would you call
It's
it?
like a little cubby
flat
house
thing.
right?
It's essentially a cubby, yeah.
Yeah, it's small, and there's a top.
It was like it's like a 2-story.
It's just a bedroom.
Room.
It's
It's
just
like
a
a bedroom that's separate from the house, where we all slept on the floor in that, and just like long mattresses, like me, George, Ian, Chad, Warren. Was there anyone else?
I think Julian was there.
Julian,
for one night.
maybe.
Julian was there for one night.
Yeah, and then there's a caravan even further down. It's a very weird layout. And HowToBasic was like, I cannot handle this.
It was so bad.
So he went to jerk off in the fucking
I
caravan.
did not jerk.
You did.
Why
bet
did you take
did.
your
I did not
laptop with
jerk
you?
off.
Why'd you
No,
take
I
your laptop,
didn't,
bro?
I did not.
You went to fucking bust a nut.
I may have, but it's only to help me sleep because Chad was fucking snoring and I could not sleep, so I couldn't. No, I didn't.
How was the caravan sleep?
It was awful. It wasn't too bad. It's good because there wasn't like any snoring, but yeah, I'm weird when it comes to snoring. I can't.
Yeah,
if
so
I hear heavy breathing, I can't
that
do
was
it.
when we filmed Super Trash Bros. Filmed Super Trash
that
Bros.
was awesome. That was so good.
In the forest with the mushrooms. All those mushrooms that we used in the video. Didn't we buy them from the shop? Did we?
Yeah, bought them from the supermarket.
Was there some that we picked or what? I can't remember.
Well, I said there was some that were like actually there. I think.
I can't remember, but the scenery was fucking amazing.
Oh yeah, when you got set on fire, that was brilliant.
That was hell.
That was so good. Do you still have a scar from that?
Yeah, it's still there.
I fucking love that shot that we did with the where you pan. It just pans over from Chad who's looking, and there's a kangaroo just bouncing down the hill.
That's
You
so
made
good.
the Mario jumper sound effect.
That's fucking awesome. We saw tons of kangaroos while down there as well.
And George and Ian, because being American, like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah, it was so cool.
George is Australian, but he grew up in a city in Australia, so he never really saw them growing up. And he's more American.
He's
More
very,
American.
very young that he was here. Yeah,
Yeah,
when he was
he's got
baby.
a very heavy American. He's more American than Australian, but George and Ian were like, kangaroos. This is lit.
What's
It was
the unreleased video you have? What is that about?
The one I haven't posted is the house tour with Ian,
and
Ian
this-
and Super Trash Bros
2.
2, which was Mario Sunshine.
Have you edited it or?
I pretty much fully edited the Sunshine one. Yeah.
Where'd Scott go? Scott Butt? Is he plotting? I'm pissed too.
I need to piss too.
Yeah, piss.
Piss constantly. Yo, eat my cock, bitch. I'll tell you what.
When did you guys last shit your pants? Because I have a cool story about that.
Mine was yesterday, but go on.
What was yours?
I got all fucky and we're meant to record yesterday, but I was wasted out of my head and I said I was sick, but truth is I was hungover, so we couldn't film.
You're a fucking idiot. I don't know why you did that.
And I shit myself. Your turn.
Cool. The last time I shit my pants, I've done it a few times in my life. I was basically me and my ex-girlfriend was driving me home. Halfway, nearly home. My stomach got really groogy. I was like, I think I need to go to the toilet. So I was like, okay. It got really, really bad. So I got the ex-girlfriend to turn around to drive me back to my parents' house.
Hey, bro, she has a name.
Beep.
Whore. Yep, go on.
So whore is driving me back to my parents' house, and I call my mum Trisha, saying, "Open the door, bitch." Now I was like, "Open the door," because I need to go to the toilet. Anyway, we pull up to my parents' house. I jump out the car. I go to run to the front door. My mum already has it open for me, and then all of a sudden, the worst pain ever. I stop and I'm staring my mum in the eye, and I'm like, "Oh my god, no!" And then I can't help it. I just shit. I full on shit my pants. Like I can't help it. You literally.
How much shit we talking here, bro?
It was kind of like a McDonald's soft serve or something. It was a lot of shit, and I just shit my pants while staring my mum in the eye, Trisha.
What is wrong with you?
Trisha.
What did she say?
She was like, "That's pretty funny." No, she wasn't.
Shit.
Tell her or what?
Oh no, I told her. I was like, "I just shit." She was like, "Okay." I don't know. I went to the toilet. And she gave me clean undies, and then that's it.
Your mum gave you clean undies.
And what was
Can't you do that yourself, you fucking incompetent twat?
I was in the toilet shitting, and then she brought clean undies to me and put it outside the door.
Your mum is a goddess. My name's Jeff. Oh, whoever says the most accurate "my name's Jeff" doesn't have to drink.
I feel like he's just forcing his alcoholism on me.
How much money do you have? How much money do you have?
Fuck off!
I have like $150.
Eat my actual shit, cunt.
Smells like Trisha's fucking pussy.
Alright, ready?
Oi, Chad's going first.
My name Jeff.
That's pretty good, actually. I would say that's good. My name's Jeff. Well, okay. Well, all right.
I smell weed.
Aye.
Best bruh.
Who scholars?
Best bruh.
Oh, yeah, okay.
No, you first. I went first last time.
Bruh.
Bruh.
I can't even remember what it is.
Bruh.
Max 1, bro. You have to.
Oh, fuck. What's...
Hey, I'll drink mine too, bro, just for the good sport.
Do you get paid to make videos?
Huh?
Do you get paid
By
to make...
who? Susie. So she sends her best wishes.
What?
Yeah, there's money involved.
Cut him off, bro. He's fucked.
What of it, fuckhead?
What does your dad think? Does he
About what?
Does he like your videos? Does he watch them?
Actually, I called him the other day, like 2 days ago. He told me he was subscribed to my channel. I was like, no! I was like, what one? And he was like, oh, the one where you've been playing games on? You haven't posted on in a year. Something like that. But yeah, he's been watching the gaming videos.
Your dad and mum would sound lit because my mum just calls me and goes, hey, I saw you got lots of views. Can I have some money?
Does she say that?
Fun fact, Chad gives his mum like 20k a month.
Apparently 6 of his grandmas are dead and he's paid for all of their funerals.
6. I only got 3 grandmas, bro. I only got 1 alive grandma. I missed the last one's funeral, but I went home to scatter her ashes.
Bro, did you put at least 6 mid-rolls on that bitch's funeral?
Yo, cheers to that. To my dead grandma.
Hey! May she rest in peace.
Cheers.
May Ray William Johnson reboot her funeral Resident Evil 3.
What the fuck?
It's just been off the whole time.
I didn't even notice.
Hey, put on Trisha Paytas on the screen behind us. Put her spreading.
When did you guys first coom?
Well, I remember when I first nutted, there was no cum.
There's no cum?
Okay, with a woman.
No.
With a woman.
We're not talking about that.
I remember to the T when I first came. I was playing Neopets. I was 12.
Don't tell me you come to the Blummaroo.
No, it was fucking like...
Wait, put a picture of Blummaroo, best Neopet. Put him on screen.
I was playing Neopets and I was trying to figure out how to make my Neopet rainbow. And then I went...
Rainbow brush, bro.
Yo, I didn't know. It was expensive, bro.
What's the discussion with cooming?
Anyway.
It's about to get to it. Oh, let me guess. You nutted to one of the fairies.
No.
Okay, go
I
on.
was playing Neopets, so I fucking went to a new fucking webpage to look at funny junk because I like the...
How old were you?
12. I was like, hey, Papa... You know the Hey, Papa Smurf, can I lick your ass? You ever watch that?
I have, but only recently. I had never saw that when that was like the hype of the thing.
Well, I was watching that and then I saw like some porn gif like recommended to me and I was like, this is lit. I'm like, I'm gonna touch my dick to this next gif that I just saw. It was like a porn gif. It was like 2 women.
Can anyone remember nutting when there was no nut? Did you?
Yeah,
guys-
all the
My
time.
first nut was no nut.
That was weird. Imagine if that was how now.
That'd be awesome.
I think
There'd be no cleanup.
yeah. I think when I first coomed,
Marge!
when I first coomed, I was in boarding school and I coomed on the bathroom.
Oh, it was on one of the blokes, wasn't it? It
I was on the bathroom floor,
was
bro.
one of the teachers, wasn't it? Hey, do a cheers, bro. So what? Stop choosing to Susan, Chad. You're obsessed.
I wanna fuck her.
You're obsessed. You,
To
literally
Sandra
every time.
Bullock. To Sandra Bullock.
Yeah.
To Sandra Bullock. To Sarah Palin. Anyone seen that video? He's like, oh yeah, Mr. Krabs. Ah! Have you guys actually seen that? Look it up.
We got a vlog coming, right? It should
Oi! Look up, oh yeah, Mr. Krabs. On your phone. Can you do that?
This has gone downhill. Can we talk about something serious for a second? Max, no.
Huh?
Don't you fucking dare, prick. This guy just ran over my $800 Yeezys on a roller chair.
Really?
Sorry, bro. That's like really pathetic though. You shouldn't even have those shoes. Just buy normal shoes, man.
Oh, Max, what's the process of making a Pokemon video? How does that?
Just film it.
I need to piss. I'm gonna go piss.
Fuck him, he's so fat. Will he be able to get back in with the fatness?
Is
that
it
he-
double doored or not?
Double?
is it
No,
double
it's
doors?
just single.
It's fucked then. Take the
You probably
microphone
get stuck
out.
in the toilet. So tell us about how you got those normal, regular human being jobs for a meme.
Okay. Back in the day,
Not back in the day, really, though, is it?
it's a few years ago.
But not really, though.
It's not, is it? I have worked a few jobs, I think, because I got bored. Maybe bored with videos.
You
I
were
guess.
bored.
I was bored. I had a lot of free time because I don't make many videos. I got normal jobs, I guess. For a while, I was a Uber Eats driver.
Mm-hmm.
Uber Eats. I worked at Sizzlers.
Mm-hmm.
People know what that is. And I worked at Domino's Pizza.
Why? For a laugh, right?
Yeah, but I can't.
Literally for a meme.
Yes, but I enjoyed it.
But there was no other reason to do it. The amount of money you made on YouTube outweighed every fucking reason that any normal person would ever take that kind of job. And you thought, this would be funny to do, literally so I could tell people that that's what I did.
Can we leave that in the podcast?
Listen, bro, how did you get in here? Did they install a double door?
No. I just clipped through the ceiling, bro. You know how fucked I am? I was just doing a piss. I'm like, should I call my ex-girlfriend later?
Yeah, we'll be here. I want to
Wait, can you do it on the podcast?
Fine.
Fucking do
bitch.
it.
Let's call
What,
hang on.
right now?
Yeah, ask the question while I'm getting my phone started back up.
Chad, can you call your ex-girlfriend now?
Good question. What did you mean by let's call your ex-girlfriend immediately? What did you mean by that?
What?
I'm calling her. Shh.
Ah,
I won't pick up. She's probably in bed. She answers. I'll just say hello. Hang up.
no, don't do that. Speak to her. Say, I miss you, babe.
I'll leave her a voice message. Okay.
So you're beautiful, honey.
Don't do
Sorry I missed you. Leave a message.
No. You're
Whoa! Why are you doing this, Scott? Do I hang up on her?
I love you, babe.
Yeah, you can delete this, right, before you send it?
Oh, you can delete this podcast part before you sees it, yeah?
How do I delete the message? Do I just hang up? What do I do? Okay, the phone.
Calling from phone number.
Is she calling back?
Nah.
Later in
Wait, what the fuck just happened?
message sent. Goodbye.
I hit a button that said message sent.
Is it sent or deleted?
Oh, she got it all.
I would like to know the day in the life of Chad. Like, what do you eat when you wake up?
I just kind of wake up and go on
Full
Uber
chicken.
Eats.
Full chicken, bro.
What's your favorite food?
Basted.
What's your favorite food?
My favorite food, you ask.
Hamburger.
Let's take some Twitter questions.
I can do that. You ready?
Yeah.
Hey, let's hear from the boys on the fucking internet space. I took my belt off. Can I punish someone with this?
Yeah, Chad.
Yeah, hit me, bro, across the ass.
Can I do it?
Okay, bro. Ready?
No, back off. Let me punish you, bro. Ow! What the fuck, bro? Chad, how
Hey, it's a good question. How much money do you spend on eggs every year?
Quite a lot, really. I think, yeah, and like recently there was like an egg shortage.
Legitimately? Is that what I
Legit
mean?
in Western Australia. The other day I went to film a video and there was literally no eggs at Woolworths.
Really?
There was none. There was honestly none. And I asked the manager, I was like, yeah, what's going on? He's like, oh, there's an egg shortage. So I had to go to like another store to get eggs. But to answer your question, quite a lot really. They're quite expensive these days. They've gone up quite a lot.
Do you claim eggs on tax?
Yes, 100%. What
That's
do you mean?
lit.
Of course. Why did someone ask if he likes Bangladesh cricket?
Just a side note, my ex-girlfriend, bleep her name, just messaged me on Facebook and said, drink some water.
Call
Call her. Will she answer? Oh god, she actually answered.
Fuck. Wait, can we tell the story about and her brother shitting in the pool?
Oh yeah,
That's a good one. That's a good one.
brother shit in the pool. So my ex-love came over with her brother one day. Yeah, keep laughing, bitch. Came over with her brother one day, and we put a GoPro in a kiddie pool. And
We had a drone.
We had a drone shot, and her brother squatted over in the kiddie pool and did a big shit in the kiddie pool.
It was the most disgusting thing I've
It was fucked. It was foul.
I gagged.
Why are you laughing? Stop laughing. It was fucked. You're both fucked. You're both horrible people.
Hey, how are you? Can I speak?
Yeah, you can talk. This is fuck. This is definitely not making the
Hey,
cut.
how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Not bad. Are you in bed or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm just doing work.
That sucks. I think Chad's in love with you.
Go, give me the phone.
Okay, I'm putting it back.
We've probably missed a lot to ask you.
Do your family knows that you do all of that?
Yeah.
Do they?
Stop.
Yeah.
This is it. Max, we've come to the end, bro.
Finish your cruiser then, at least, cockhead.
I got one here. Wait, listen. We've
Oi, no question, but HowToBasic wreck the studio, bruh.
No! Don't you fucking dare, prick.
Oi, drink.
So,
Nah, that's it. Let's do a bra thing.
no, there's no questions, bro. Shut up. There's no questions. This is it. This is the fucking... So, I know there's a lot more we could have covered, and this is the outro while HowToBasic throws eggs at us. Bruh. There is probably a lot more we could have covered. And I know there's a lot more we've missed. I know you guys got a lot of questions. Maybe HowToBasic will come on the podcast again. But thank you for coming on.
Can I be a regular host?
Yes.
To end the podcast,
Pussy.
Doing the outro, bro.
Pussy.
Shut up! I'm doing the outro.
to end the podcast, we're all going to skull a cruiser.
And to end the podcast, we're all going to eat shards of glass. Thank you for coming on, my dear friend.
It's all good, bro.
Maybe
tell people where they can buy
Stop talking, Yuri. I'm trying to do a fucking outro. I know how to eat a shard of glass.
No.
Jeff Bell and friend.
No!
I want to thank our sponsors today. Wix, build your website. Use code COLDONES for this discount on screen because I don't know what it is yet. They haven't told us. I also want to thank our main sponsor, Cool Shirts, over at shirtswithaz.cool. Remember, if you're in the market for some new clothing, new
Buy
brand,
a shirt, fuckhead.
we're all wearing.
You can use code EGG, I think.
No, you can use code COLDONES.
You can also use the code EGG.
Also, HowToBasic has a bunch of eggs in our office, and they're all scattered over the floor.
They need to be sold.
So I'm gonna piss on all of them, and the first, whoever does the first, how many eggs would you say on the floor right now? Like 80? You gonna throw up?
Just in case, bro.
The next 80 egg orders will have my piss on them.
What is the link to buy these?
It's shirtswithaz.cool/egg. And thank you for joining us, HowToBasic.
This sucks.
We're fucked.
And you guys were saying,
Okay, he's about to throw up, so it's definitely gonna be on Patreon. Throw up, pussy. Wait, when he starts to throw up, you have to cut to it, okay? Throw up, pussy. Here, drink some water. That'll actually make you throw up. Go. Just suck this up. Drink it.
Just give me more cruiser.
Just drink water.
That's nasty.
Drink water, bro. Throw up and drink water.